I said this course is about context, so I want to start this exploration of the C# language by framing it within the context of assumptions I'm making about you, my perspective on things so that you're aware of my biases, and a little bit more about the approach I'm taking in this course. To start, I'm going to assume that you are a technologist, at least somewhat familiar with programming. Maybe you're a developer somewhere on the spectrum from newbie to veteran, or maybe you're not a programmer at all, but you do have at least a conversational understanding of basic programming concepts like branching, loops and functions, and at least a basic idea of what classes are about. Since you're watching this course, I assume you're curious to know more about C#, but not necessarily because you need to become a C# practitioner. I'm also going to assume you're skeptical, in the most complimentary sense. I think part of what makes developers good developers is a healthy resistance to taking bold statements about a programming language's benefits at face value. So I will avoid making bold statements about C#'s benefits without illustrating the point or showing you how you can convince yourself. Lastly, I assume you either aspire to be a C# developer or perhaps just someone who can communicate more effectively with C# developers. And so at this point, just want to understand the essence of what makes C# tick, as opposed to spending a lot of time in the details. I believe turnabout is fair play, so let me paint myself with the same brush I just painted you with, mostly so that you know what my biases and perspective are, which is only fair. I've been a developer for a long while now, so I've encountered a lot of programming language features and paradigms over the years, which colors how I view any new hotness. But after 30 years of learning and using new languages, I'm still curious. I love to learn about new programming languages or new language features. It's also true that the more bold the claim about a language's benefits, the more likely I am to take something with a grain of salt until I can prove that claim to myself. And I am also biased. My relationship with C# was predated by several years of working with C and C++ to build high-performance systems. So although I began my relationship with C# as an avowed skeptic, I've since become a real fan. So you should know that my goal in this course is not to provide a dispassionate, impartial introduction to C#. What I am going to do is highlight some of the features that make me a fan, some of which may convince you to become a fan too. With all of that in mind, this course is less about the syntax of C# and more about the reasons why bothering to learn its syntax might be useful to you. So my goal with this course is to kickstart your discovery of C# by taking the following approach in this course. As I said earlier, there is a lot of surface area to C#, so I'm going to stick to the ABCs and keep things at a very elemental level. I will leave the applied C# details to other wonderful courses in the library, which I will reference. This means I'm going to take some liberties with what I show on screen in order to keep things moving and stay at the big picture level. My goal is to convey the flavor of C#, not provide screenfuls of code that you can execute on your own machine. Although all of my code is available within the exercise files that accompany this course for those of you with access. And because I'm a skeptic who believes you deserve to have big claims about C# backed up by evidence, I'm going to pull back the covers somewhat and reveal just how some of C#'s most powerful features are implemented. And for those of you who are aspiring C# developers, I hope to help you come away with an appreciation for how C# has handled the inevitable evolution of a language over time.